Lewis Works.
All right, y'all. So today I'm going to be working on the garden. Like always, it seems like that's what I've always been working on lately. But specifically, I'll be building the doors. It's pretty much going to be two doors that open up, and I'll have a latch that I can open both doors with, and that latch will connect both doors together. I'm going to build it just like I built my last two doors. It was pretty simple doing that. I found that to be a really easy build, and I'm going to do that for this as well. And I think that when you build your own doors, it's very cost effective, and you can also build it according to the length that you've created the opening. If I actually went and bought a door that was pre-made, then I have to make sure that the opening is the exact amount of feet or close to the amount of feet that the door is going to be. So instead of doing that, I wanted doors big enough where I can back up a truck in there, and that's how I wanted it. So I decided to build my own doors. This project shouldn't take too much longer. After I build the doors, then I'm going to lay the weed stopper down, and then after that, all we have to do is fill up the garden beds. We'll fill up the garden beds with compost and wood chips, and around that time, it'll be pretty close to planting time. Typically, we'll start growing some cold weather crops, maybe lettuce and things like that, and then eventually we'll be doing our summer garden. So the bottom and the top sections of the door will be measured at 56 inches, and all the other pieces of wood are going to be measured at 6 feet. It's a really simple and easy build. You're pretty much just building a big rectangle and then putting little X's, well, not really little X's, really big X's, for just to make it a little bit more sturdy and to make it more decorative. So when I went to Lowe's to get the wood, I got them to cut it to 6 feet, so I would have to make less cuts. So the only thing that I cut was the bottom and the top sections, and I just cut them all to 56 inches. So guys, this is when I'll start using some of my clamps to clamp all the boards together. I'm going to be doing this project by myself. Won't have any children to help me at this time, so you'll see me use some clamps, and that's a good way to kind of work by yourself. If you don't have people to hold wood for you, a good thing to do is get you some good clamps that'll help keep those boards stable when you're doing projects like this. All right, guys, so we're done with one part of building the door. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to get chicken wire, and the chicken wire is going to cover this whole board over here, this whole door. And when that's done, you'll get one piece of wood right here in this area right here. You'll get another piece of wood right on top of that smaller piece of wood right there. And you'll kind of sandwich the chicken wire in between. And then after that, you'll have your two diagonal boards going this way, and then you'll have a diagonal board kind of coming this way. And when this is done, you'll see the finished product, and you'll see how easy this really is. And pretty much, if you have some tools, if you've got a drill and some screws and a couple of clamps, it's really easy. And you can even do it without clamps. I use clamps because it makes the job a little bit more easier. So now I'm gonna take this inside now, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it on this door. So now I'll use these little chicken staples right here, and I'll spread this over the door, and I'll nail it in with these. Now, last time my boards were a little bit more longer, but these boards are not as long. So, I'm just gonna work with what I have. It may look a little weird, but I really don't care. I really just want a door that's functional, and I love having these cross braces, but it's not gonna look as good as the first one, but oh well, it's not a big deal. All right, guys, so I've got the first door built. The next thing we got to do is build the next door, and after that we get some hinges and handles, and then we just put the door on and get a latch, and that'll keep the door secure, and then we're done. This will be a lot easier because I'll actually have the space to work on. I can just work right on top of this door instead of using part of my lawnmower and trash can and then this table right here. It's a little hard when you're building something this big and you don't have a work table that's big enough. What I really need to do is actually build myself a bigger work table. All right, y'all, so I'm finally done building the doors. Only thing left that I have to do now is get the handles, put the handles on, and put the hinges on it, and then hang them up. Now all I have to do is clean up my tools, and I'll be done for today, and I'll see you on the next day. All right, y'all, so it's been about a week since I've been in the shop, but today what I'm gonna do is I'm working on the doors. I've already built them. Now I'm gonna put the handles on, I'm gonna put the hinges on, and then probably sometime today or tomorrow, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hang the doors up. And then after that, we just put the weed stopper on and we put all of the materials in the garden beds, and then we'll be ready for planting. I just bought these handles from Lowe's, and the last doors that I did, I brought really small handles, and my wife didn't like that too much, so I figured that since these doors are on the outside, that I can put some really nice handles on. And here goes the hinges that I bought from Lowe's as well. And I'll be using those same black hinges that I've used pretty much with all of my fencing. Next thing I'm gonna work on is the hinges now. All right, y'all, so the doors are done. All we gotta do is put them up, and once we put them up, the project is almost complete. All right, JoJo, we'll get this one first ready. You probably need to go around here.
Yeah, just side.
Don't go too fast, because that door, Timothy.
That's not what I'm doing.
Huh? Because we have to redo it.
Why can't they be that weird?
All right, so we got the doors up, and we're almost done with this project. Next up, weed stopper and filling up those garden beds. And then we'll be ready to plant. If you like what you saw today, subscribe and tap that notification bell. Until next time, stay diligent.
Want more? Watch one of these videos next. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated.